So just a new little setup here. I actually broke my other camera, so just got the new one coming in. So pretty hype about that. We're just gonna head to work real quick, and we're gonna cross some calves. Weesh. All right. Hopefully this audio sounds good. See what happens. But yeah, super excited about this. It's been a great day. We finally got some rain the other day, so the fields are starting to grow a lot better. So yeah, out by West Bay. Okay, I'm gonna go get them. I just got a text that the calves are out. My God. Oh yeah, this is the mic. So we're just gonna set up. I just had to chase a bunch of calves, stuff like that. That's why I'm a little bit sweaty right now, but we're gonna set up some water, or we're gonna fill the, we're gonna fill these like things right here, these chemical drums with hot water, and then put some milk in it. Some milk containers in it, and then that's gonna heat the milk up, and then we're gonna feed that out. But first I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go check on the breeding age heifers, which are weaned, and should be good. Oh my God. Just getting absolutely sprayed by something over here. All right, should be good. Oh, this should be the right amount for us. So we're just gonna close the fridge real quick. What we're gonna do here is I got 5 gallons right here, so I need a total of 14 gallons to feed these guys. I'm gonna get the whisk real quick. Tuck my hand in sanitation water to get that water that's being sanitized, not like poop water. So just gonna take this. That's 3 gallons right there. And then I'm gonna take this, whisk this a bit. That's a lot of milk. Fill this to the top. There we go. So 7 gallons for one group, 3 gallons for the other, and then 4 gallons for our weaning group. Boom. All right. Guess I don't need, oh, I'm gonna need this later actually. How much is that? I need to split this between 2. Actually, I need to steal a little bit. There we go. This one. All right. Oh. The heifers get 4 gallons split between 2 buckets that have 50% water in them because they are weaning. So I'm just gonna add 50% hot water right now. Or actually, I'm just gonna wait till the washer's going right now, so it needs all the hot water, so I'm just gonna wait and check on a group. Before I do that, all right, so just filling this water up right here, and then I won't bore you guys by filming the whole thing. But once we get that done, then I will fill those guys with 50% hot water and 50% milk, and then we'll go feed those guys. Oh, it's our little cart right there. This thing has been through a lot. Let's unload, or let's fill that milk up and then load her up. Boom and boom. Ooh, still warm. All right. Let's get it. Our farm is right on the ocean, so I thought I'd show you guys. Goddamn, about to lose all the milk. We have, I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but the heifers are down there. Just gonna go through this gate real quick and try not to spill the milk, but yeah, let's go. All right, these are the heifers right here. They look so good. All right, I'm just gonna feed them. All right, I think you guys can see me pretty well. But I'm gonna put the milk down here just because they tend to knock it off if there's no milk in it and they can't drink. So plan is to put them right here. I know, girls, they're nice and hungry. All right. Okay. All right, we gotta go fast. Feel this milk, yeah, nice and warm. Okay, so there's 8 of them. So I try to split it evenly because usually they go full, or like 5 on one, 3 on the other. Let these guys drink it down, and I'll add another 5 gallons. Seems like this one is the one they're favoring. All right. So this stuff right here is, as I was saying, in their last 2 weeks of their weaning, basically once they get to 120 days, post 120 days, they get basically 50% water, 50% milk. And the reason why we do that is because we're trying to do a grass-fed transition on this farm from mainly Holstein genetics to grass-fed Jersey genetics. Just because the cheapest form of feed is your pasture. We're trying to propagate genetics that have really good feed efficiency. And we found that with a 120-day weaning, right? Ideally, I mean, if you just let them if you just let them do what they naturally would do without taking them off and feeding them this way, then they would just milk their mother dry, basically, like post 120 days. What we found with 120 days is that their rumen really gets well developed, and then that helps them in their future have a great longevity, mainly eating grass, because we really feed a tiny bit of grain to our dairy cows, but everybody else just eats grass, and that's it. So pretty nice. But you got to find the right genetics, and you got to do it the right way if you want to truly do it. Most other dairies, because they just feed calf starter or something like that, they will wean their cows at 60 to 90 days, and they'll be fine. I mean, they'll be fine, but they'll supplement their feed basically, and that costs money. And I mean, feeding them milk for 120 days definitely costs money too, but if you're feeding them calf starter, that definitely costs money too. See, this is what I'm talking about. They're crazy. So they're just finishing up their milk right here. These guys are actually done. Yeah, just wanted to mention one thing too, super important to talk about this too. Jersey cows are great. I love them for milking and all that kind of stuff, but the only thing is, what do you do with the Jersey bulls? You know, because you're not gonna keep every single bull that you have. And the meat market for the bulls, especially if you turn them into steers, really is no like resale value. So yeah, I wonder if anybody sees this video, if they have any ideas for what you should do with the bulls. I mean, right now we just turn them into steers, and then we raise them, and then eventually we butcher them and then sell them out of the farm store. But, you know, that does put a lot of stress on our land base, just because our pastures are, you know, like, they're good, but they're not the best. So, yeah, if anybody has any ideas about what to do with Jersey steers or Jersey bulls. All right, these guys are done. Well, they're basically done. Give them a couple more sips, and then they're done. They're done. A little bit of milk in the bottom, but it's okay. All right, cool. I'm just gonna walk around their pasture because I got time. So they're following me. Oh, I love these guys. It is absolutely crazy. They are destroying their pasture right now. They're following me. They're following me. Ah, I'm getting bucked. I'm getting bucked. I feel like this is like ultimate swag right here. Dude, you're flat tiring me, bruh. What are you doing? All right, guys. They're just acting crazy. They're mounting each other and all that kind of stuff. But so I gave him this area over here, groundhog. Gave him this area over here. Oh my God, you just bucked me so hard in the butt, dude. You got a hard head. Right in my butt. We're way too friendly with you guys. Most people wouldn't even pet you. But yeah, all right. I think I got milk. I don't got milk for you guys. Anyway, I'm getting harassed in here. Anyway, I gave him that section, and I'll show you guys what I'm dealing with. And get away from me, bruh. I gave him that anyway. I gave him that section, and they absolutely munched it. So not the problem with grass-fed, but like I'm looking over my shoulder like there's a wildebeest behind me. Not the problem with grass-fed, but one thing about grass-fed is that they'll eat grass. So you gotta, when you put them on grass, they're gonna eat it. And it's like they're going through it like they're freaking lactating. It's nuts. I'm gonna go check on the other group, just see how they're doing. So right now, I'm just gonna check these guys out right here. What's up, guys? What's up? So these are our breeding age heifers, and then we also have some steers here. As you can see, these are the Jersey steers that I'm talking about. No shame on them, right? I mean, they really don't. They just eat grass, that's basically it. And like hay in the winter and all that kind of stuff. But you know, as you can see, like they just don't look as meaty as, say, this guy over there, who is a steer, but he is a half lowline Angus. But yeah, these guys look great. They're just munching on some stuff right here. This is basically just some stockpile forage. It's been a little bit dry, so we actually extended out their grazing rotation a little bit just to give the pastures a little bit of rest. But yeah, these guys are so friendly and nice. That's chamomile right there. She's one of my favorite cows. She's super pregnant. That is the bull right there. We used to have a different bull, but then he started acting nasty towards us. and so we had to butcher him, which is nice. I'm glad we didn't wait till something really bad happened. But those guys look great. Just making sure that everybody's looking good. No one's got pink eye or anything like that, and their water's good and their minerals good. So I'm just gonna head back to the barn, and we are going to see if the milk is at temp and then feed the other groups. So just gonna check the temp of these guys, and then I'm gonna put on the bottle for the baby. And then, yeah, we're almost gonna be done. So it's gonna be a quick chore. Yeah. So that is transition milk from his mom. And actually, he's done with his feedings, but you know, I'm just gonna give him this transition milk for one extra feeding just because why not? I don't think it's gonna do anything bad. But then afterwards, he will be on the milk bar. You know, I'm gonna actually try to put him on the single nipple milk bar tonight, and then he can maybe join his buddies in the same group with on the actual milk bar itself. But let's get it. I'm just gonna hit this with some hot water right before I leave, just so by the time I get back, it will be at temp and ready to feed out. All right, good. One of my favorite groups right here. All right, let's feed these guys. Same deal, just try to get the milk in as fast as possible. We'll go with the 5 gallons here. Whew. Boom. Okay. These guys are just living their best lives over here. There's some heifers in here, and there's some steers. No bulls. These guys just look so good. Look at that. Gotta add some milk to that soon, but yeah. This guy's got a nice pasture right here. And yeah, I mean, that's a steer, heifer, steer, heifer. I mean, so these guys right here, this guy, that's out of a lowline Angus. He's marketable. Like, if I put him on Facebook Marketplace, like, he'd be gone in the next day. But those other Jersey steers, you can list them and all that kind of stuff, but people just do not like them. But I'm gonna add some more milk, and then we'll be done with this group. Whew. That's that Angus right there. Okay. All right. Boom. All right. So, just fed this guy. He might be a little bit hungry still, but and fed these guys too. All right, final thing to do is wash all these buckets, and then I'm just gonna take some videos of the cows walking out to pasture and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. All right, so I'm just doing some other filming and stuff like that for a project, and thought I'd just show you guys some of the milk cows. This is Scout, she's a Holstein. It's very nice, very curious. This is Celeste, one of my favorite cows. This is Bridie, it's the first calf heifer. This is Chalupa. I'll try to find her mom. This is one of my absolute favorite cows right here. This is Helena. Look how great she looks. Just absolutely amazing. Just such a good cow. Always full. No, she's just so good. She actually calved in when I first started working here. We got Penny, class, and then we got Chandler. She's an absolute beast. She is a Montpelier. Ashar here. We got Geraldine, absolute beast. Then we got Elwyn. Elwyn is an absolute beast too. She's actually a brown Swiss, believe it or not. Look at her hooves, they're absolutely huge. But yeah, love Chandler, love all these cows. And then we got piece of trash Phil over here who keeps getting out in the fence. It's your problem, dog. I had to chase you all around today. You and Qualia right here. They were actually crazy. But yeah, Phil is absolute fatty out of our one of our Angus heifers that maybe I'll be able to find, but maybe I'll be able to get pretty close to him and see his face. Look at him. This is Quelia right here. These guys just do not respect the fence one bit. Yeah, but we'll be done with milking soon, and then I'm just gonna get some shots of them walking out to pasture, and I'm really excited. The lighting's really good, and it's always nice to just see them, you know, walk out to pasture. All right, boys, so day's over. Got some good filming in, stuff like that. I'll put that in the video. I'm really excited about it. But yeah, I'm just gonna go home. Hopefully the Ford starts. Got the check engine light on, and get some rest. But I'll see you guys tomorrow.